Hello, good evening. Welcome to highlights of the 2014 Dafabet World Snooker Championship. Another terrific day's play at the Crucible. All the big names are still here. Neil Robertson, Mark Selby and the defending champion Ronnie O'Sullivan, all looking to lift snooker's most prestigious prize. We have reached the quarterfinals and this is how they line up. We start tonight with Ronnie O'Sullivan v Shaun Murphy, and the 2005 world champ Murphy got off to a fantastic start in this one, taking the first 2 frames, but Ronnie roared back, taking the next 3. We pick it up in frame 6, Murphy to play.
More controlled. 1. Beautiful shot, and I think he can just see enough of the cue ball to make this black easy.
Yeah, 8'7" between cue ball and object ball, and played it really nicely. So this is a decent chance at the start of this frame.
8.
Suppose you could argue a fractionally loose safety shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Yes, when Ronnie played safe, he should have found the baulk cushion, but maybe just had it in his mind that he was a bit aggrieved that Shaun didn't leave him anything. And it's amazing how it can affect your shot. Shouldn't.
14.
But Ronnie would have been down thinking, why am I having to play safe here? I should have an easy red to pot. You can't, as I say, take your eye off the ball for a second.
Chance to do some damage to the pack with that loose red as an insurance policy. Wonderful cueing.
Yeah, couldn't have played it better. He didn't play it with as much pace as
22.
He could have done, but he was concerned that the cue ball might get buried in the cluster and not be on this red.
23.
Could play the same shot again. Repeat performance.
Seemed to get a bit of a funny contact there, but it went in and he's finished up nicely on the red.
What he's ideally placed now to make a frame-winning break. Playing for the pink, perhaps in the middle pocket.
31.
We'd have to think that he's going to get over the line here. No, it's early in the break, but still striking the ball nicely. Good pace around the table.
37. 38.
Well, amazing.
Sean Murphy,
Well, at this
38.
level, a few missed blacks off the spot. It can cost you a frame in the blink of an eye.
Every encouragement for Ronnie O'Sullivan now.
One.
But this was Sean Murphy's Achilles heel quite a few times in his last match against Marco Fu. Looked as though he had the frame at his mercy and just didn't clinch them when he should have done. He got away with it with Marco.
7.
Well, I say get away with it. I mean, he won the match and he played well. But he can't afford to be
8.
making those errors against Ronnie O'Sullivan.
$14. 15.
Well, considering that Sean Murphy was on the brink of 3-0 up in this match. But for a brilliant snooker by Ronnie O'Sullivan, the tables have completely turned.
21. 22.
It's now Ronnie O'Sullivan with a chance to force the initiative. Not guaranteed with that red on the top cushion and black not on the spot.
27.
He's looking much more rhythmical,
28.
composed, and getting a bit of fluency going.
Just 4 points behind now.
34.
He won't
35.
need the black, of course, if he can get these remaining reds with colours and a few of the other colours. But as Steve suggested, the hurdle, and it's quite a big one,
41.
is that red that's close to the top cushion. Because with the black not being on its spot, you'll have to play with a little bit of pace. And we know that playing them with pace, they're very missable.
He won't leave it till last. He'll try to play it as the second last red.
42.
I thought he would do, unless he underscrewed that shot, so now he's going to have to make it at the last red.
Yeah, I'm with you, Steve. I think he underscrewed that, but of course sometimes you get that extension and you just don't get
48.
the same feel of the cue. So this is the key shot.
49.
Needs an angle, and he'd like to get very close to this red, but the pink's stopping him getting as close as he would like. So it's all about this red.
54.
16 ahead now. But this is tough. The more pace you play it, the more chance of missing it.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 54.
Well, he could have played a shot with less pace for the pink in the middle pocket, but he wanted to guarantee good position.
Sean just trying to work out if he can win this frame without needing the black.
1.
And he can.
He's not ideal on the blue. Ran a fraction too far. Has he got an angle? That would help him. Yes, I think he has. He's lost the white ball a bit.
So 10 points behind,
6.
up to and including the pink for the frame. And you could say one against the head.
8.
I thought that mistake when he missed the black off the spot was going to cost him.
He's come too far with this, so he's got to use the rest because the black's in the way for his waistcoat. Great pot.
11.
Well, he's twisted and turned this frame. He's not been
15.
totally in control of the cue ball during this break, but he's showing great character.
Well, he was up quickly, as though he got a heavy
20.
and thick contact, and I think he thought for a moment he'd missed the blue. Well, funny enough, if you look at that again, that's super slow. The cue ball was bouncing before it got to the blue, so only needs the pink. But he wanted something easier than this. See the cue ball? Just left the bed of the table. Pink for the frame. And that has cost him that chance.
Sean Murphy, 20.
Will he get another? Of course, Ronnie needs pink and the difficult black.
Well, one of the good, best straight ball potters in the game, but there's a lot of pressure on this one.
Missed it. He doesn't want to bring the black into play, and he has done. Where's this black going? Is it going to be over the middle? It is. So that's Miss Pink unlucky to bring the black into play. And now surely Ronnie has only got to pot the pink, then the black and frame at his mercy. Well, as you say, Steve, twists and turns, but I didn't see this one. Sean can consider himself a little bit unfortunate. Didn't get the best contact on the blue. This black for a frame. Another one with Ronnie. A stole, really. He won one when he needed a snooker. Sean Murphy, what a chance he missed there. And Ronnie, from being 2-0 behind, is now 4-2 in front.
Well, the Rocket then took off by grabbing frame 7 with a break of 94, and then he knocked in a 136 in the final frame of the session to take a 6-2 lead overnight, and they resume at 10 o'clock in the morning. And there was a real heavyweight clash over on the other table. Judd Trump taking on Neil Robertson, the world #1, looking to make a century of centuries this season. Judd got off to a fantastic start, taking a 3-1 lead. That changed to 5-2. We pick it up in frame 8.
Cut that one a little thin. Now this is a Neil Robertson special. They're normally very good at these shots, coming back for blue or ball colour. Wow! I'd like to see the speed that red went into the pocket. Amazing. Yeah, he's coughing again. Look, I don't think he's right, but tremendous shot that was. Got to ask the obvious question, would he have potted that red if he'd have lost the previous frame?
Certainly wouldn't have been as confident as he was getting down, having pinched the previous frame. Just those little 33 break to pinch the frame at the previous visit to give him his confidence back. And as John Parrott just mentioned, he'll be doing cartwheels if he wins this frame and gets out of this session 5-3. I mean, this has been a 6-2, 7-1 session to Judd Trump all day long, the way the match has gone.
He's still behind, though. If you win 2 sessions, you're 5-3, you're 10-6 up going into the last session. It's a big lead.
That's when you have to earn your money, Terry, as a coach, isn't it? And you know, when your player thinks he should be further in front, but you still should be. You'd have took 5-3 before a ball was struck, wouldn't you?
Well, there's a few things happening out there that we don't expect, and I'm sure Neil Robertson also doesn't expect them. It's a good pot. He's brought some reds into play, and he's got enough. The cue ball's far enough off the cushion to put some sort of stun and deviate the cue ball for the next red.
Eight. 9.
We don't really know if Neil Robertson is not feeling well here, but the truth of it is, as the championship is now, you play every day, so you haven't really got any chance to recover. He's hit 2 shots then and didn't really get the contact he wanted. The spin.
Yes, especially the previous one, the red to blue, he was expected to be top side of the blue. That one he hit purposely a little bit harder to make sure that he got around the 2 cushions to get onto these reds. If he gets nicely on the black now, you'd expect him to score heavily. We've just got time
15.
to show you the red when he's playing to screw top side of the blue, and it's an angle that there's no problem. You do expect to get this 9 out of 10, but you see there he's left it short. And this is a little bit short as well. May have to play a little cannon to slow the cue ball down. Now, if he's not hampered, should still be okay.
22.
There's a red available into the middle to get onto the black or the pink.
Judd Trump sees the shot very early, doesn't he? He's down there and he's very quick, and he must be a difficult opponent to play against. You know, when he's at his best, he's very destructive. Can pot him from everywhere.
It's just nice to see him playing reasonable again, Terry, because he's gone through a spell this season where we've only seen just flashes of his brilliance. There's been no consistency at all in Judd's game this season. We know what a fabulous talent he is. And to do it at the biggest stage, that's what it's all about. That's what everybody strives for, to do it here at Sheffield. Maybe he's saving his best for this next 2 weeks. Or certainly now the next week that's remaining.
$37. 38. 45.
Another kick. It's not too bad, but just taking the cue ball slightly out of position. You get just about hold for these reds dead weight with the black.
It's another contribution of above 50. His 4th of the afternoon session, 54. As well as breaks of 46-37 as well. Glance at the scoreboard. Tells him he's 42 in front. The black 49, so 2 more reds and colours to be absolutely certain. Doesn't really want to play for the one behind the black there. He'd rather play on the one on the side cushion because he's left-handed. And that red down the cushion is a little bit easier than the one along the back cushion. The one he's going to play is the one along the back cushion. One more red after this one.
61.
And he's going to go 6-2 overnight.
62.
Wow, that would have been any harder, that would have not gone in. That was high. Just look at this red. Went right in off the far jaw. Didn't risk going into them. I thought he would, but he played it absolutely to the inch. This is inch perfect, as JB would say.
69.
That's the important red. Pot the black as well. It'll be end of session. Still went for the big split on the last 3 reds though. He likes to entertain Judd Trump.
77.
Just check the score is 65 in front with just 51 left.
Neil Robertson obviously resigned to the fact now he's going to be 6-2 behind. He's got it to do now, hasn't he? He was one of the favourites for this tournament.
84.
Has to win the next session regardless of whether it's 5-3, 6-2 to get back into the match. But this is really nice to see Judd Trump playing like we know he can.
91.
Yes, he's certainly both. He's
92.
been the most impressive out of the 2 today. Sure, we were all thinking at the start of this match it'd be a cracker, probably go all the way, and it may still do,
99.
but nobody expected a 6-2 result for either player.
102.
Oh, they all like 100 here and there.
106.
A few exhibition shots here now. Those in the front row better watch out.
111.
Amazing. Where's this one going?
117 in frame.
Not quite. But it's been a wonderful potting and break building exercise here from Judd Trump, and he leads Neil Robertson overnight by 6 frames to 2.
And now to the man who lost to Ronnie O'Sullivan in last year's World Championship final, Barry Hawkins. He's taking on Welsh qualifier Dominic Dale. Hawkins led 6-2 at the end of the first session, stretched that to 9-4 this evening. We pick it up in frame 14, Dale to play.
Well, we won't see many better pots than that this week. Could not have hit that better.
1.
I thought he was going to play for the black, John.
No, so did I. But he hit it well, and he's got a little nudge on the green, which just makes this green cuttable.
Yeah, it looks to have a nice angle to play for the red. It's just above the black. He's got it playing right to the right corner, but Just got into the cue ball too much. Still has a cut to the left corner.
4.
That's not the red he was playing for.
Five.
As you said, Stephen, that's the red he'd love to be on, the one just above the black. And he's got the perfect angle to play on it. Just needs to slow down a bit. That looks perfect.
10. $11. $18. $19.
Well, he's done that in. Well, if he's left himself straight, that's very careless. Well, he shouldn't have left himself this straight. That is so careless. He wanted that cue ball just to run another half-inch, so he had the angle to stun it for the red into the opposite corner. Problem is with this, if you try to pinch a bit to force the cue ball, you know, the black is missable, believe it or not. Just managed to get something out of it.
26.
Not recovered the situation fully yet, though.
$27.
Well, he's stunned into those reds. I thought he'd have screwed into them, and then the cue ball would have come off him, stunning into him and getting all that power, the bounce. You don't know where the cue ball's going to finish. A little trickle up behind the black. That's all that's left to him. Delicate, this.
Dominic Dale. 27. One.
Oh, that was not planned.
Barry
What's the
Hawkins.
problem with Dominic not snookering him on the reds, not getting tight enough up behind the black? This is an easy escape, but you've got to hit the right red. It's okay. Dominic doing the referee's job there. It's not touching. Oh, now look. And if it had been touching, of course, the referee, Brendan Moore, who this year gets to do the final. I'm sure he's looking forward to that. So I'm not touching. was thinking long and hard here, Dominic. I mean, is there an alternative to the safety?
Make sure your phones are switched off, please.
Don't think so. There's no pot on. I think the only safety is to try and get this cue ball back to this top cushion. That's what he was bothered about, a red going into a potable position, and he's left one to the left middle, and the reds are spread far and wide. The only problem with this shot for Barry is he's not certain where the cue ball's going to go. If he misses the kiss on the yellow in potting it, he should be on something. Oh, he's found the perfect line. What a chance this is.
Yeah. Dominic's slightly unlucky to leave the red. That was always the danger, but the unlucky part, the real unlucky part, was that he left Barry with a natural angle. Didn't have to do anything with the cue ball there.
6.
And as you say, what a chance.
Seven.
I suppose the only positive thing to come from missing an easy black in the last frame is it sharpened his concentration up for this visit. Determined not to let that happen again.
$50. $22. $23.
This blue will put him 2 points in front. So if he can get these 5 remaining reds with colours, he would be
28.
past the winning line, but bit of work to do.
$29.
Didn't get into the cue ball as much as he would
34.
like. He would like to be a bit cue ball a bit further over to the right hand side of the table. Still should get this red, but it's missable.
$35. $42.
Quick glance at the scoreboard will tell him he's 16 points in front, so needs, as I said, these 3 remaining reds with colours to clinch the frame.
Thank you. 43. 47.
Decided to come up for the blue, and he's played
48.
it nicely. I think you can't just drop behind this red, because I don't think it goes in the left middle, so... because the pink's in the way. Possibility of putting it in the left corner, so it just got to adjust the pace of this shot correctly. And it doesn't come much better than that. Terrific shot.
53.
In fact, with a 27-point lead now, just this red will get him to the snooker's required stage. Right in the heart of the pocket.
54.
So taken full advantage. Okay, Stephen said he could consider,
61.
or Dominic will consider himself a little unlucky that he left that red in the perfect angle to pot it and get it out of the ball.
63.
There's certainly been an air of inevitability about this visit. And having said that, it was in the last frame when he missed the black off the spot.
66.
But he's not looked like missing this time around.
$70. $75. 81.
Well played, Barry Hawkins.
88 in the front.
So, stop
Barry
Dominic's comeback in its tracks. And he'll be pleased to get that one under his belt. And now leads by 6 again, 10-4.
And they shared the last 2 frames of the session. So world number 4, Barry Hawkins, last year's beaten finalist, looking very good for a place in the semi-finals. He now needs just 2 more frames when they resume in the afternoon. Looks like Dominic Dale is going out here at the Crucible. And in the other quarter-final match between world number 3 Mark Selby and Alan McManus, very tight after the first session. Selby just edging it by 4 frames to 3. He then took an 8-4 lead. We pick it up in the 13th frame, and Selby's in the balls.
Mark Selby 3.
Well, what a shot he's pulled off there. He deserves to get a good cannon on the green that time, because they don't come any better. You can't cue a ball any better than this. OK, the cannon on the green was a bonus, but he deserved it after that shot, Ken.
Super shot, wasn't it? Cued it absolutely beautifully. I'd love to couple of shots time, try and remove that red just to the right of the black. The black is potable into the left-hand corner pocket, but I'd like to have it open into
4.
two bottom corner pockets, and the red just to the right of the black is blocking the pathway into the right corner pocket.
5.
Got into the cue ball a little bit too much there. Still okay. Would have liked to have been a little bit straighter on the blue. Can still play a little cannon if he wants from the blue. This is an excellent shot as well. Brilliant shot. There's so much reaction, doesn't he, off the cue ball, Dennis?
Yeah, we've seen a couple of
9.
shots there where the cueing was extremely good. Here's another one. The pause delivers the cue, and it's effortless for Mark Selby. Just that red that you mentioned, Ken, it's not easy to get onto it. He's having to clear reds away before he can take that one to the right of the black that's causing the problem.
14.
So we'll have to head up for the blue again.
15.
And in 2 or 3 shots time, you may have that red available to him, but as long as he keeps potting reds and blues, he's in fine shape. Oh, he didn't want to cannon that red that time. That's a slight error. He's still got a red available to him into the left corner, but
20.
not as intended there. Wanted to slip past that one.
$21.
I wonder where he's going here. Tight in behind the pink.
Rim. Mark Selby 21.
Now there is an escape route for Angles McManus here. He's got to go right around the angle to try and land on a red, and he has got an escape route. A couple of escape routes, but there's one that he might try, knowing Alan. He's looking at the left side of the table, but there's an escape route down the right side. Coming into the side he's looking at there, if he catches the red, he might not leave a pot on. So he's going to hit how many cushions? 1, 2, 3, 4 cushions. There's 1, 2. Here comes the third. Oh, he's misjudged it. He's going to stick the red up.
Yeah, tried to come down the other side of those reds. It's not straightforward here for Mark. He does have a pot on, but maybe running into the red just below the one he's potting.
I think he can get on the blue, you know, if he flicks the other red and gets a bit of topspin on it. Just flick off the side of that red and possibly run round for the blue. And he'll move the rest before he plays the shot, because he'll be heading round towards where the rest was. And that would be a foul if you set the ball onto the rest. If he gets the right cannon here, he can get on the blue.
No, it's not too bad. He's got virtually straight blue into the yellow pocket. Just screw back for the red just left of the black. have a little angle, has he?
Absolutely perfect, Ken. Yeah, you can pot this and flick that red
6.
away from the black. Or can he? Maybe he could have done with just another fraction. It's more difficult if he's going to come off the cushion and flick it away. Didn't want to risk it, did he? Don't blame him. He's
7.
already 34 in front, so he doesn't have to get on the black. He can win the frame with just reds and blues.
Twelve. 13.
'This match will finish tomorrow morning, starting at 10 o'clock. So Mark
18.
will want to need as least frames as possible.
19.
I
Quietly,
think
please.
Alan knows only too well that this frame has slipped away and his
24.
mini comeback has been stopped.
$25.
Yeah, this has been a
30.
5 reds, blues. It's been a very well controlled break.
31.
Nice little cannon, but he's not on the black.
And that's why he didn't take the risk earlier when he played around for the blue, Ken. That was good thinking. That could have happened to him then.
Yeah, but of course, he's way past the point where Alan will even contemplate coming back to the table.
Mark Selby, 31.
Yeah,
And
Alan McManus stays in his seat. He's had enough in this frame. So Mark Selby puts another frame on the board and bridges the gap back to 5. It's 9 frames to 4.
And then Mark Selby went on to win the next 3 frames to end the session, 12-4 up, needing just 1 frame to book a place in the last 4. That's it from us for this evening, but Snooker Extra follows this programme with extended highlights of Judd Trump against Neil Robertson. And then we're back in the morning at 10 o'clock. Further live coverage here on BBC Two from the Crucible. Our live match for you, Sean Murphy taking on the defending champion Ronnie O'Sullivan. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.